All right, greetings everybody, and welcome to the stream. Gonna check out the Lex Talionis account tonight. Day 79, free to play. We're right on the cusp of hitting level 79. If I go through my routine for the day, I think we'll hit level 79 on day 79. That's interesting. 3 years ago when I played the Darth Loquitur account, it took me 95 days to hit level 85. Looks like it's going to be about the same. Doesn't look too much different. Oddly enough, even though we had that kind of boosted pack at the beginning, it only put us like maybe a day ahead or something. So it looks like we're on track for about the same thing, level 85, in about 90 to 100 days. We'll see how it all works out. But yeah, so we'll check that out tonight. Answer any questions that you guys get about account building, mods, characters, whatever. And then, of course, if people really want a roster review, have a look at their stuff and give them some advice, let me know. Check it out. Take a look. Try to help some people out tonight. Just chilling out, taking a look at stuff. Got Zymergy in the house. Jar Jar Binks is here. Graham Case says hello. Drew Morton says, "What's up, DL? Hope you're feeling better." I said I was doing backflips to warm up. So he thinks the backflips are an indication that I might be feeling better. I'll let you guys decide if that's true or not. What do you guys think? You think I'm actually doing backflips to warm up before the stream? That's my claim. It may or may not be true. You guys have to decide. You know, sometimes when you see a Sith fighting a Jedi, the Jedi will do a backflip. You know why they do that? Because they're forced to. I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere. I don't think it's that one. There's some kind of joke where the Jedi get forced to do something. If you guys figure out a better version of that joke, let me know. It's got potential. Backflips from the bouncy ball. Yeah, I do. I do have my bouncy chair. Can do backflips off the bouncy chair. Get a little springboard action going on. All right. Zide says, "Happy Monday, Inquisitors." Why do all the lightsaber battle before and after the prequels suck, DL? You know what? The prequel actually had some well choreographed lightsaber fights in it. I will agree with that. That's probably the height of lightsaber fighting. Although, for the Ahsoka series, I will say those fights were decently choreographed. Decently choreographed. Not horrible, but yeah. So the one that always gets me, I don't know, Whiskey Hoarder, I don't know if you know much about sword fighting, if you've actually ever dueled or jousted or fenced before or anything. But there's a very basic idea that whenever you see these fights on Star Wars and other shows, you can tell if the choreography is good. The first, like, very most basic cut on a good fight scene is whether or not they're attacking the opponent's weapon or if they're actually attacking the opponent. It's amazing how many of these fight scenes somebody swings a sword and clearly they're just swinging their sword into the other person's sword. And if you're really fighting, you would never do that. You'd never, not ever. The other one that gets me every time is when the Jedi or the Sith or whoever's fighting, they end up in this position where they've got their lightsaber up like this and the other character's lightsaber is on top of it. Like they've done a block from the bottom up and there's pressure on the top from the lightsaber, right? And then from there, they separate and they take another big swing at each other. When in truth, if you were really fighting and you're in the bind and you've got your lightsaber here and his lightsaber's on top of yours, you just push forward. You just push forward, and the sword goes right through his face, right? Like, you've got his sword raised up. He's putting pressure down on yours, but you've actually maintained this position. You just twist your wrist and go, boop, and it's over. It's over. The face is removed. like any sword fighter would just. In the prequels, when they're doing the super spin battle, there's one battle where Anakin and Kenobi fight, and there's like 15 spin moves, but they're actually not bad. They're actually not bad. They're recovery moves, and in general, it looks like sword fighting. But there is one point in there where they end up in that bind, and Kenobi, I think, is the one that's got Anakin's sword on top, and he could just like put his sword right through Anakin's head. And once you see it, once you know some of these like little techniques for sword fighting, once you see it, you can't unsee it. The other thing, there's a guy who's an expert in sword fighting. I'm not going to claim to be an expert, but there's a video out there that you guys can watch that somebody had said that you can't really fight with a lightsaber because they have no mass. They're just energy. And obviously they have some kind of mass because they hit each other and stop each other, right? So there's some concept there of mass. And this guy does like a short little video. And he says, look, really, if there was no mass to a lightsaber, you wouldn't use technique. You wouldn't use a form. You would just walk up to the other guy and go like this. And just like a flashlight, just swing the light source around as fast as you can, like a blender. And yeah, if there was no mass to it, the light would just cut the other guy up, right? Wouldn't be anything he could do about it. But it looks really funny when he does the walkthrough of how it would look. Just flap it back and forth as fast as you can. It's funny. Energy is mass. What? You mean like E equals MC squared? You believe that stuff? Yeah, so if you believe E equals MC squared, for a lightsaber to have a mass of 1 ounce, it would have enough energy, E equals MC squared, right? Mass times the speed of light squared. So I think the something like if a lightsaber weighed 1 ounce, it would have the equivalent energy to power the entire Earth for 2 days. That's how much energy it takes to power every electrical circuit on the planet for 2 days. Would make a lightsaber weigh 1 ounce. I haven't done the calculations myself, but when you convert energy to mass, it's absolutely ridiculous how much energy it takes to make any reasonable amount of mass. So, I mean, that's the point, right? That's pretty funny. Jython says, if the face would only be a flesh wound. Yeah. Push a lightsaber through your face, only a flesh wound. That's funny. Lightsabers don't even hurt anymore. Sabine took one straight through her and she was fine. I guess with Sabine there was a nice cauterization effect, right? Like it went through in exactly the right spot, cauterized everything, and she was fine. Bacta is a nice cure-all in the universe. That's funny. Oh, David Dutro says the same thing. They hurt, but they also instantly cauterize. If they don't hit the vital organs, they'll burn but not kill. Isn't that the theory? Skilled lightsaber duelist, evil girl accidentally didn't hit anything. Yeah, and then left her to recover. Yeah, exactly. She's like, I stabbed her once. I can walk away. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I know the plot. They're going to let me go later. Nobody's ever going to get hurt. Yeah. Well, you guys have heard me say it before. Imperilment. there has to be some stakes brought back to Star Wars. Has to be some stakes. Man, I was watching a film, cartoon, anime stuff over the holiday, and there was one episode where they introduced a new character, and the new character got developed and became friends with the group, and like in the second episode got killed. Boom, done. And it's funny, just 2 episodes of that character was enough to get you involved, right? Get you attached to it. You know what? They also did that with what's that cartoon? Invincible. I mean, you watch Invincible, there's stakes, right? These superheroes they introduce you to, they don't live forever. They get taken out right and left. So I don't know. I like shows like that where there's some stakes, where imperilment is real, right? Nobody's safe. Nobody has that much plot armor. It's pretty funny. Instead of pulling the lightsaber out, just a quick flick to the right and left would have the maul effect. Yeah. Need to fix the bayonets to the lightsabers, obviously. There was an old tactic in ancient warfare where they would take weapons and put them in manure before battle. So you take your sword and you put it in the dung pile. You run it through your horse's poop before battle. And the amount of the chance that a non-lethal wound would then just become infected and kill people was much increased. So yeah, get your weapon all poopy before you go into combat, and that way the wounds end up as kills. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need to dip the lightsaber into some kind of toxin. Yeah, because everybody knows that a hardened beam of light would be great for carrying around a toxin. Definitely wouldn't burn it away. Definitely wouldn't, cauterize the toxin in any way. So we could probably coat it with a poison. Poisoned lightsabers. Let's do it. Let's do it. They could attempt to fix the problem with Rey teaching Finn the ways of the Force, and she's killed, saving some helpless civilians or even Finn himself. Then begins Finn, since a Rey movie is supposedly in the works. Now, I was not a fan of Finn. Finn was a worse version of Han Solo, I was not a fan of Rey. Rey was a worse version of Luke. I don't know. That whole grr. Rey could have been such a good character. She was on the verge of being such a good character, but they just made her too much Luke. Too much Luke in that one. What did you guys think about the Force healing? I don't know if I've ever brought this up before, but when the original series came out, and then the prequels, it was in the prequels that he talked about Darth Plagueis the Wise and how he had powers that people considered unnatural that could heal people and extend their life. So there's this implication that healing powers are totally forbidden and dark side and super rare and forbidden. And then Rey just heals stuff. Yeah. I don't know. That part where she healed the worm, really, for some reason, that really annoyed me. Really annoyed me. Because if she could do that, and then for her to do it on a completely inconsequential being, was just, I don't know. It was such nonsense to me. I was like, okay, I don't accept it. I do not accept. I'm surprised they never did a series on Plagueis. But they'd ruin it. So forget I said anything. Yes, it cannot be done by Disney in its current state. It would have a Darth Plagueis would be alternative pronoun, strong woman instead of a man, and let's see what else. There'd be a whole bunch of Sith, and they would all have a redemption arc, and at the end they would all be saved. That's how it would work. Yeah, definitely. That's the formula. That's the formula for Disney right now. No imperilment. Nobody's ever in danger. The lead has to be a female. There has to be some political, let's say, not political, but gender-based equality agenda attached to it, for sure. Star Wars fandom, we didn't see that. Jonathan says force healing is common in the video games. I guess that's true. That's fair enough. Like even the Knights of Old Republic and stuff like that. There was definitely a strategy for healing, or abilities that were meant for healing. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's not that I think that force healing is bad. I don't have anything against force healing, but the idea that it's supposed to be so rare and so forbidden, and then Rey just casually uses it on an NPC that doesn't matter. That's what bothered me. The whole presentation of it. Not just the video games, it was in the old books. So if you could heal yourself, is it true that Jedi would just never have to die? Is that the case? All right, well, let's take a look around this account today. Let's take a look, see what we can develop here. So we've got the top line stuff is pilots. Kylo Ren, Sun Fac, Geo Soldier, Geo Spy. Those are the characters that we're sinking the most effort in and trying to keep up. Let's look at Spy. I think he needs to be 80 for one of these gear pieces. Yeah, level 80. So we're not level 80 yet. But we're going to go ahead and level up Spy, max him out, and then put down all the gear that isn't that one piece. Wow, look at that. We got a lot of stun cuffs. Holy cow. That's pretty fantastic. All right. So we'll improve the Spy, give him some more skills on his basic here. I'm really reluctant to put on Omegas early on because if you put on all these Omega skills on everything, then you go to try to put on your first Zeta, and you can't apply a Zeta because you have no Omega materials. I don't want that to be the case. So I'm going to stockpile Omegas. We'll put them on later. All right, Soldier's waiting on level 79, is it? Yeah, level 79. And then I think Sun Fac is also waiting on level 80. 77 for that one, and 80 for the detonator. Probably need to start buying some detonators and some stuff like that out of the raid store. So we'll start stocking up on that stuff with raid currency so that we're ready to go when we hit that level. We can take Anakin to 7 stars. And this is just to note. We started out with Anakin. The game gives you Anakin at 2 stars, I think, early on. But yeah, we've already been able to fully farm Anakin all the way to 7 stars by day 79. He's done. We're done with that farm. That's crazy. Look at that. He's out of here. We can get him. We can just kick him off this farming squad. Piat, 202 shards. So Piat's doing really well. Harrison Dula, also done. Just finished up. So, day 79, 2 of our characters that we had to farm are finished. Hera's finished mostly because, I mean, we got her at 5 stars, right? So that was kind of cheating with that event that we had going on. All right, we farmed up a bunch of Moff Gideon. Kind of started him. And then when we unlocked Dash Rendar, we pulled off a Moff Gideon and just been working on Dash Rendar out of Cantina since then. Again, we're trying to prepare for the Smuggler's Run event, and Dash is one of the characters that we need for Smuggler's Run. We've already got L3 done. So if we look at the teams to build, there's a Smuggler team somewhere in here. Vandor Chewbacca is almost to 6 stars already. Han Solo we're buying out of the shop. Dash Rendar is coming along, and Chewbacca will be able to unlock with these bounty hunters. We have to get the bounty hunters up and running though. So we're a ways off on the bounty hunters still. If it doesn't look like we're going to be able to grab Chewbacca the way we want to, we may have to look to a different smuggler. But Young Han is also available out of the shops for, 200. So he's super cheap. So if we need another smuggler and it's not working out for us to get Chewbacca in time, we can always come in here and grab Young Han, right? It'd be no problem to build Young Han out of here. So there's options. There's options. But I think if we, pay a little bit of attention to bounty hunters, we'll be fine. We need Chewbacca anyway, so it's something that we have to do. We're farming Jango Fett, right? So we will definitely get Jango leveled up because the Houndstooth is on that node. Cad Bane, Grief Karga, we can start farming Grief Karga out of... Is he still on fleet nodes? Let's go take a look. Because maybe I need to start farming him out of fleets. I think I've got him unlocked now, right? We got level 3 unlocked. Okay, so he's not on level 3. Is Grief... Let's go over to the Loquitur account and take a look at this. Is Grief on 4? Yeah, there he is. Okay, so whenever I can unlock level 4, we can start farming Grief. Oh, it's unlocked now. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so Fleet must have unlocked at 78. Okay. I'm behind on that then. So we got to get in here and push through some fleets. Let's see. Let's just see how the Lex Talionis account can do here. We're going to start with, we'll start with 2 Geos and a TIE silencer, and then we'll bring in Spy as a reinforce with the idea that basically when we bring in Spy, we're going to kill something in one shot. That's the idea. If you bring Spy in, the AI focuses down Spy. Have a hard time keeping him alive. We'll stun the silencer if we can. And we'll just try to focus this silencer down and see if we can get this thing killed before it gets a chance to do much. Okay, going after my silencer hardcore. We can't stun here because they don't have a buff. Oof. Alright, silencer down. Let's bring in the Spy here. With these battles, if you lose one ship, you can typically still get a 3-star completion. So if we lose this silencer, not too worried about it. we should still generate a 3-star completion. If we lose 2 ships, then it'll be a 2-star completion and we'll have to try again later. Alright, big hit. Bam. Yeah, they hit the silencer a lot. They ramped up my damage, but they didn't kill it, so got that big hit there. So, I mean, nothing special, right? It's just the 3 Geo ships and a silencer. And we're able to clear these nodes. The next node that I know of that's like impossible to deal with is 5E. When you get to fleet 5E, you're stuck. You're just stuck. Like that node, I don't know. You got to be level 85, and then a few weeks has to pass as you harden up your ships and get your Houndstooth running before you get that node completed. I've got stuck on that node every time I've played the account, any account free to play. Ooh. Silencer wants to leave. Alright. Race scavenger. Well, there's not much to do here, but just see if we can get these Geos to do their job. Go after Spy again. And every time Spy's out of stealth, they hit it. We'll do the stun here because, well, we'll try to do the stun there. Turns out we can't. Alright, let's do this and hide the Spy. Force that 5s to hit some other target. Okay, and then this guy's got buffs, so he'll have to hit Sunfac, which is convenient. We'll do this, get offense up, and we should be good. All right. Yeah, so that's just an example of how we can do fleets, how we're doing fleets at this level. And I always tell people, you know, if you're struggling with a particular combat, you know, you can try putting Spy in as one of the starting 3 and, you know, do the Silencer as a reinforcement. You can do the Silencer, do Sunfac as a reinforcement. When Sunfac reinforces, he stuns. So against certain compositions, being able to bring him in, stun somebody, then use his ability to stun a second character, keep your ships alive, can sometimes be how you win against a particular opponent. So mess around with this stuff. You know, don't just always mindlessly put the 3 Geos as your starting lineup. You gotta mix and match and figure out the right way to play your fleet for the best impact. And especially in fleet arena. You know, sometimes it's going to work better to do it one way or a different way. And you just got to play around with it. You got to see what works against your opponents. Once you're familiar with what works against particular fleets, you can always climb over those guys every day. In terms of the challenges, though, for fleet, we don't have enough light side ships. So what happens is we focus on dark side ships, and we can do the dark side fleet challenge. But then when it comes to light side ships, like we don't have enough light side ships to grab the home 1 capital ship at the next level. So that we're still working on. What we've done is we've started picking up light side ships now in the fleet store. We've got enough progress on our fleets that now when we come in the fleet store, we've got plenty of currency in the bank. We're getting Ahsoka like we always have been, but now we're also picking up 5's ship, and we should probably pick up something like Biggs. Yeah, I think Biggs is probably easiest. Again, it might not be the best ship, but it's going to be one of the easiest. We'll grab Ezra Bridger out of here. He comes out of fleet. We can start grabbing Plo as well. Plo as a character and Plo as a ship. And then, of course, I'm buying Razor Crest if it shows up. But with 20K in the bank, we've got some flexibility. We can, we can spend that currency, build up those light side ships so that we can start doing more completions on those events. All right. Adam says, hey, DL, I made some Star Wars licensed labels for a candle and incense company. Thought they were cool, so I figured I'd share. Oh, nice. You actually have Star Wars licensing? That's awesome. If Anakin was so worried about birth with Padme, just have her go to a state-of-the-art medical facility. She was obviously wealthy. That's funny. Sup, DL? Great Swigo Day. GAC win. No dropped battles. Done with Conquest Sector 1. No drop battles. New high score in raid by 800K. And Third Sister unlocks in a few days. Wow, that's fantastic, Kyber. That's fantastic. Chewie is really good for Snuggler's Run, too, as well. Oh, nice. There's a new thing in the game called Snuggler's Run. Everybody gets together and gives a big old hug to each other. Jabba the Hutt in the middle, Chewie on the outside, everybody giving hugs. Wookiee hugs. I don't mean to make fun of it, but it looks pretty darn funny, Snuggler's Run. I love it. I might start calling it Snuggler's Run because it's just funny. Same node with Grief. I have one ship, I don't remember if it's tank. Vitor says, I lost more than 150 energy trying that node. Yeah, 5E is just a monster. Move Ebonhawk to the first reinforcement per one of your streams has made a huge difference in dealing with opponents that have Houndstooth. Nice. Nice. Yeah, got to play around with it. Your fleets, I mean. I didn't mean something else. I didn't mean play around with something else. Okay, so let's see what else we've got in the account that we can build here. Let's look at the Seer Junda team. Man, I've been really satisfied with this team. It's just been a juggernaut for me in Galactic Wars. I just put it in the Galactic War, I hit auto, and I come back later, and we have a victory. He doesn't have good mods on him, so let's fix that. We got to manage mods for the week anyway, so let's go through our filters. For anybody who doesn't know what these filters are or hasn't seen them before, check out my Mod Mastery series. I go through all the mod technology that I use, how I develop mods, how I make choices on what to build and what not to build. And it also has all of these filters that I use to work my mods listed out in detail. So you can use that if you want to, and use the exact same filters that I'm using to make things super quick and easy. Alright, so we're going to come in here and we're going to deselect things that have crit damage. And we're going to sell everything off that didn't develop speed. Alright, then we'll go into the gray mods here. And we've got a lot of 5-speed mods. Man, I can't wait to get slicing materials. So good. We're going to sell off the 3-speed mods that don't... 3-speed with offense, we got to keep. Potency, probably got to keep some of those. And there's a lot of stuff we got to keep just because we're early in the game. You know what? We're not going to sell off 3-speed mods. We're going to wait. We might want to work with those mods once we get some slicing materials ready to go. Okay, let's move on to the blue and green mods. And we will select all those, upgrade those to 9. And we are going to take out all the ones that didn't get any speed and sell them. And I know it's selling a lot of mods, and people are going to be like, oh, I need those mods. I'm just starting out the game. But the truth is, if they've got no speed on them at all, you really don't want to develop them. You really don't want to be stuck with those kinds of mods in your account. Later on, you'll just take them off of characters and sell them. But yeah, we don't want that. Okay, let's sell off mods that don't have speed. And there's not really any slicing that we can do at this point. We're just kind of stuck. So let's put this on mod character filter. And then we'll go back to Cal. And if we could get an offense set on him, that would be interesting. I would like that. So we've got an offense mod here that we can use. Let's see if we've even got enough offense mods to make an offense set. There's 3 of them. So as long as we have an offense mod in one of these other slots, we'll be good. Oh, not looking promising. 0 offense mods available. There's got to be an arrow that's offense somewhere though, right? Are you kidding me? We don't have any offense. All right. Let's take this off. Look for offense mods. Nothing. 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 Okay, so forget that idea of an offense set. We're not going to do that, turns out. I just haven't farmed any offense mods yet. Okay, so only unassigned mods. Alright, we'll just go for speed instead. 16 speed mod on this guy. 12 speed mod. These mods are way too good for him, but it's fine. It's fine. Hey, cut it out. I don't want potency. Health. Yeah, let's just take health. Alright. 20 speed. Look at this. Look how good we're making this guy. Defense mod with speed on it. Speed main stat. Let's go down and look and see if we've got a speed main stat anywhere. Wow, we don't have a single defense mod with a speed main stat. That's crazy. Okay, well, I guess maybe we'll just have to go with health. Sure. Okay. And then let's take all these mods up to 15. I'm not going to be too sad about this. 16 speed mod, that's for sure. 12 speed is okay. 3 rolls, 12 speed is pretty low. That's probably not a mod that we'll ever take to 6 dots, but we'll certainly use it while we got it. Look at this. We've put 100 speed on this guy almost. Nice. It took away a little bit of offense, but it's fine. He gets a lot more turns now, so that's nice. These are all Omega stuff. Okay. Let's see. Who else can we mess around with here? Seer probably doesn't have mods finished out on her either. Yeah, so we could take a look. We have a Zeta. We have 2 Zetas worth of stuff. All right, what do we do here, guys? One of the most effective Zetas in the early game has got to be Darth Vader, right? Merciless Massacre is just... It was good. It is good. It's always been good. It's a thing to do in the game, is to give your Darth Vader Merciless Massacre. Okay, he needs to be 84. So that's out. Okay, so we could put a Zeta onto Cal or Sir Junda. Fallen allies are dark or light unaligned force users, and there's no galactic legends. Whenever the enemy starts their turn, everybody gains crit chance. Play the waiting game. That's not great. The other thing we could do is we could put this on Captain Rex, because this skill goes bonkers at the Zeta level. Right, that's where we get the speed and the turn meter gains and all that stuff. Rex gains 5% turn meter per debuff. And he shares this with every other Phoenix, so they all are getting all that. Should we just go ahead and slap a Zeta onto Rex because we have it? Because we can? Get this Phoenix team up and running? That'd be interesting. Then we can see if the Phoenix team passes up the Sir Junda team as the king of the Galactic Wars. What do you guys think? Should we do it? Cal is support. Why mod for offense? Cal is... So, when you're in Galactic Wars, the Seer team doesn't die. Like, this team just does not die. You go into Galactic Wars, even though you don't die... Oh, wait a minute. I did the wrong thing here. So not dying is great, but then you in fact actually have to kill stuff. So that's the problem. That's why I would mod Cal with more offense, because this team already has so much protection and recovery and everything that all they need is damage at this point. So if I just put this in auto, you can see how it works. They've already got extra protection up. They've got tenacity up. So if Vader gets a turn, there goes Palpatine trying to stun people. Nothing happens. And I realize that this is like the lowest level Galactic War battle. But yeah, there's absolutely no threat of dying here for any of these characters. So yeah, why not put offense on them? And just make them hit harder. That's the theory. I mean, when you have a Cal Kestis at 7 stars and you relic him or whatever, you're certainly not going to mod him for offense. That's not a good way to mod Cal Kestis. But in this particular scenario, because I'm just using them for the Galactic Wars, doesn't matter. It's just about killing stuff faster. Cal hits like a wet noodle even at Relic 5. Yeah. But a wet noodle hitting for 1,300 versus 1,500, it's still 1,500, right? I put on Asajj and Kylo Ren old school. What I did was I went for mods that had the most flat offense. Because at low levels, flat offense is better than percent offense. So I actually modded them out with mods that have extra flat offense to give them extra hit and power at lower levels. So what do you guys think? My Gear 12 Phoenix were able to beat a full Relic 7 Reva team, so I'm relicking the Phoenix because of that. I'd say do Rex. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. What the heck? Here we go. Select squad. Phoenix. Alright. Enter battle. And we haven't upgraded their mods or done anything to them yet. They're just kind of... They are what they are, right? Okay. So, let me set a timer here. Okay. Clock. Stopwatch. Go. And we're just going to target DACA, because if we don't target DACA, this is going to be nonsense. Or it could be nonsense. All right. So here we go. We're going. We're doing stuff. All right. Okay. Yep. Things are happening. We're taking some turns. Doc is down. Now we're killing Boba Fett. Doesn't really look like we're at that much of a risk. Get pretty good health and protection. Although Rex is kind of looking pretty naked. Why is he not getting any protection up? Interesting. All right. So basically we're at a minute 10. It only would take about a minute 10 to kill this group. Not excellent test subjects, but okay, fine. Here we go. Rex, the Lost Commander. Upgrade. Put a Zeta on that thing. Bam. Alright. Completing quests. Done. Okay. Probably need to skill up Rex. Let's see what a difference this makes. Let's see if they go crazy. They better go crazy. Okay. Here we go. Start. Okay. So far looking good. We're getting a lot more turns before they're getting turns. Seems nice. Turn meter gains are not as impressive as I thought they were going to be, but we're doing better. Okay. 1 down, 2 down. 3 to go. All right, we're chewing through things pretty quickly. All right, 54 seconds. I don't know. I was kind of thinking that it was going to be like a landslide, right? Like we were just going to go like troopers and kill everybody and they were never going to get a turn, and that kind of didn't happen. All right. Let's work on Rex's skills a little bit. Give him a better basic. This is a pretty big deal, so we'll go ahead and give him that. Critical hit, extra protection, stun for a turn. Sure, why not? Inflict daze. Daze is good. 25% damage. Clone and Phoenix gain 5% for each. That's more turn meter stuff. Oh, good lord, he's got a lot of good skills. Yikes. Alright. Same kind of thing. Let's go in here and let's filter these mods. Mod character. But then we're going to do sort by offense. Filter the mods. Alright, here we go. 77 flat offense. We'll take that. This has got 45 flat offense. That's not fantastic. Okay, we'll take that. 66 offense. No crit chance. No crit chance. Oof. A little bit of flat offense. Alright, we're kind of getting skunked on this on offense mods. Interesting. Potency, does he need potency to sync all of his debuffs? Or are they unstoppable? I can go read the kits, but if somebody knows, can they please just tell me in chat? Does he need potency, or are all of his buffs fine the way they are? They just land. No crit chance here. We're really... I should probably farm some crit chance mods for these guys. For offsets. Alright, so health 11, speed, crit chance, offense. We'll just take the speed. No, you know, we need set bonuses if we can get them. So let's see if we can get a speed mod here. He inflicts tenacity down. Okay. Okay, so with tenacity down, then he doesn't necessarily really want potency. All right, what can we put? Just offense? Let's see if we can get something with offense here. Yeah, we'll take that. That's a speed mod, though. We don't want offense with speed. Or I should just mod him with a speed set, I guess. I'd heck with it. Let's look this way. Okay. We don't have anything with crit chance on it anywhere, huh? That's not fantastic. I would love to be able to match up that mod and have a crit chance set on this guy. But we'll just change it out. We'll just go with speed. We'll just do the speed thing. That should be a speed and a health set. Gaining more turn meter percent. Speed is not really that relevant, but that's what we've got. Okay, so Rex should be a little bit better now. Let's take a look. 201 speed. We got a little more offense on him. Lost some crit chance though. All right, confirm. Who else do we need to really do damage on this team? Hera? If we could get a little more damage out of Hera, that might help a lot. Special here. And then leadership. Okay. Can't get any more skills there. Backup plan, I don't know, it's pretty bad. Level her up. And we'll make her fast. So let's filter, mod character. 5 speed, that's all we got. Yikes. That's got crit chance on it. It's got crit chance. So we'll do that. Then let's find speed mods. We'll default to gray ones with 5 speed because those we can actually start taking a poke at slicing. Ooh. How did this mod get by? 10 speed. 9 speed. We'll take 9 speed because it's okay. Alright, and then we need a health mod here. Potency, fine. She's got the... It won't matter. There'll be tenacity down. Alright, so let's see how much better we got her. 193. Decent bump in damage. Confirm. Alright. A little bit of work on the Phoenix. Not too much. Let's get in here and battle. Let's see if just with a few skills and a few mods, if we've managed to make them faster at killing. That looks promising. There we go. Getting some stuff done now. Getting some turns taken. Getting some stuns down. Yeah, it's good, but man, I really felt like this was supposed to be Rex taking off and the opposing team never getting a turn ever again. I suppose it could be just because of the cooldowns that are on. We don't have the right cooldowns right at the start of the battle. That might be it. That might make it look less impressive. Have you started your conquest yet? I have not. I have played 0 matches in Conquest. I haven't even touched it. As usual, I did my job. I came home from work. I slid into the chair, and I started up my stream. And I didn't have time to work on any of that stuff today. Yet. I'm going to, as usual, go as fast as I can through Zone 1. Remember, y'all, you need to go through Zone 1 fast and farm up datacrons from that end node and use up all of your resources. For people who've had a decent amount of datacrons on a prior set, when it does the forced reset and, makes you disassemble all those datacrons and gives you materials, if you haven't spent some of those materials already, you can exceed your bank amount, and you don't want to give away a whole bunch of datacron credits by exceeding the limit. So make sure you build a few datacrons before the forced reset and get that done. We may have made a mistake here against Kylo Unmasked. We may not be able to kill him. We got him to yellow. We'll put it on basic so that we quit debuffing him. Yeah, that works. Are you happy with your R9 Piet? I had an R9 Piet on my main account. I've got a Relic 8 Piet on my locator account. I'm happy with Relic 8. I'm very satisfied with Relic 8. I don't feel I need Relic 9. On my main account, the only thing that Relic 9 Piet did was give my Executor capital ship more speed. So, not worth it. Not worth it. You can do what you need to do with the Executor without Relic 9. So don't waste it. Niamiko says, greetings, DL. Why am I watching this at 4 a.m.? Either A, because you can't sleep, or B, because you, boy, I don't know. I don't have any other clever comebacks. 4 a.m., huh? Oof. I've had that before, though, where I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't sleep, and just come in and, like, put on a streamer or something like that, and gives you something to do while you try to fall back asleep. All right, well, we're going to work with this team for the next few weeks and see if a Zeta on Rex is worth it. I feel a little bit like I wasted my first Zeta, but we'll see. We'll see how well. Oh, I mean, we're carving up the Jedi here, though. Look at this battle. This battle's impressive. That looked good. All right, guys. What else do we have to look at on this account? Ships. We looked at characters. We looked at mods. Let's just take a look at where the ships are. So what I've been doing, we've got the daily quest to level up a ship. So because the capital ships cost so much to level up, that's what I've been doing. Just each day I come in, I put a level on Executrix to help me with that quest. And we're up to level 69 so far. Sunfac can go to the 6th star. That's pretty good. We like that. We can get another skill up here. We'll take that. So I've been keeping my ships, level 75 or so. It's good enough. We leveled up this guy as a reinforcement. Got him to 6 stars now. Level 59. I haven't put too much more investment. But now that we got the Phoenix up and running with the Zeta, maybe we'll go back around and invest more into the Ghost. First Order SF TIE, we can take that to 6 stars. Again, it's just as a requirement ship for things that need 6-star ships. We haven't invested in the pilot or invested in that ship. Anakin's ship, we've got a long way to go. Houndstooth, we got a long way to go. Not even going to start those ships yet. But basically, we've got the 4 top-line ships, the Geos and the Silencer. Got the Ghost built up a little bit, and that's pretty much it. Cassian's U-Wing, again, just unlocked. I'm shocked at how fast this thing's going. Man, we've got this Cassian's U-Wing almost done already. And for anybody who doesn't know, that is the most efficient conversion for Shard Shop currency in the game. So if you look at like Galactic War, all of these different places you can buy ships, it's 400 for 4. For whatever reason, here with Cassian's U-Wing, it's 400 for 5. And that being 400 for 5 shards makes that conversion 40 shards better than a character. So it's 25%, almost no, it's almost a third, right? Because you get 38 times. I have to do a calculation. Blah. I don't want to be wrong though. So 38 times 5 minus 150. Yeah, you get 40 extra shards out of it. So 190 divided by 150. Yeah, 26% a better payout. So just call it 25%. You get 25% more payout for buying this than any other character for converting to Shard Shop currency. So I'm glad to have that early on. I struggled with that back on the Loquitur account. I remember that I bought a little bit of this, and then I did other things, and then I bought a little bit of this, and then I did other things. It took a little while for it to come online. But here I'm just investing in it up front. It gives me a ship. It's been easy so far. And it's almost done already. Crazy. Got a little better strategy than I had the last time around, you know. Yeah, a bunch of characters that are ready to go whenever I want them. We've got Kane and Jarrus ready to go. So basically, I'm collecting shards on a lot of this stuff. Jyn Erso, Cassian Andor, K2SO, like all of these characters, I'm collecting shards on them. When I hit level 85 and then Galactic War isn't a thing anymore, I'll build all these characters. Right? I'll just blow up my galactic power because galactic power doesn't matter. But while you're under 85, just working on some characters and keeping your galactic power managed helps you get better matchups in Galactic Wars. So we'll keep that under control until we get, well, I mean, once we get the Geos at 83, that might also be a trigger. So we'll see. Get the Geos, put the Zeta onto the Brood Alpha, and then maybe we can blow up the account then already. When I started my account, I was finding that purple ability mats were a terrible bottleneck. With a few much of the web store, it's done. Purple ability mats are those things that feel like they'll be a bottleneck forever, and then one day you look and you've got 10k of them and you never need to worry anymore. That's fun. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to hang it up there for the night. Not a lot of questions coming out of chat, so we'll just be done with it. And I'll get on to, playing my conquest and doing my other stuff. And I got some pizza that I need to eat, so eat some pizza, play some games, and catch you guys again later in the week. I know it's an off week for GAC, so I'll probably run a chill stream. If I don't run it, Wednesday night's my daughter's birthday, so I'll be doing birthday things for Allura, but probably do some chill streams on the weekend. We'll see you all then. All right, thank you all for watching. Please remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe to see more stuff in the future, and of course, notification bells so you know when I'm online. And link to the Discord is in the description down below. You can click that, join our Discord community. It's a great place for new players, mid-game players, find out a lot of information. There's an Ask Loquitur channel. You can ask me questions directly over there, and I'll answer them when I can. Thank you all for watching. We will see you in the next Holocron.